That definitely did occur. I mean, it's good. I mean, a lot of the ratings dropped off. A lot of people are bitching about it. I still think that it's still good writing. It's a good show. I just don't. I don't know. The whole Negan thing, I know it always frustrated me through the whole thing, but when I got to see the other like side of him kind of with Gabriel, I talked about it on last week's show. You kind of seen another side of him and why he's the way he is and what he wanted to do kind of makes sense. I kind of feel bad the whole thing's going on now in the show. I know it's only a show, but it's just it's
right.
It's
the only thing that's pissing me off is they're killing off all the people that I really don't want to be killed off. The only motherfucker that I want to be killed off is Simon. I cannot stand that dude. I mean, every time I see that guy, it just as a normal person, not the character. But that dude's face, every time I see him, I just want to kick in my TV.
That's funny.
I mean, dude, he fits the role, but goddamn, I just want him dead.
I hear you. There's always there's certain actors like I would just love to punch him in the. They got that face that I can't fucking tolerate it.
Right.
It's like that chick on the King of Queens. So sometimes she gets on my, like, there'll be an episode where she like fucking annoys the fuck out of me and I can't watch it for a while.
Then stay away from Kevin Can't Wait because she's on that show.
I know. That show was pretty bad. I mean,
that's funny.
But
I think she's kind of sexy though, dude.
She's all right. The whole Scientology thing is a trip. Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah, she has a book or whatever where she's outing Scientology now.
Right.
She's not a part of it now.
Yeah, that's a whole. We shouldn't talk too much because I'm pretty close to their headquarters here. I don't need those fuckers coming after me. They're fucked up down there, dude. I used to work. If you go down towards Clearwater, I mean, sometimes you go to the flea market and shit here. I don't know how the flea markets are there, but like in New York, it's all brand new shit. Here it's like garage sale stuff and some brand new stuff, but
that's what it is here. I mean, you can go and buy 4 tires for $100 and they barely got any thread.
That's funny. So they set these booths up to give you like a stress test and shit like that. But I told my wife, I'm like, yeah, she didn't know what it was. I'm like, no, I'm not going over there. That's the Scientologist. One used to come into my store and where I worked, and I'm like, hi, sir, how can I help you? And it was a woman. I'm like, they're going to come here and kill me. But like Jamie Kennedy's like grandfather and shit like left there, and they harassed him. There's like a whole story behind that too. But it's crazy shit. Like Tom Cruise lived like fucking 10 minutes from here, and it's weird shit. But yeah, I agree. I know you mentioned something about the time of The Walking Dead, how it's 90 minutes, but 60 minutes of its commercials. I mean, they got it pays pretty well. I mean, they could afford to cut the commercials down, but
right. It's like I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, okay, cool, 90 minutes. But more than half of it is commercials. It's like they do a 5-minute scene and then a 10-minute commercial run. It's like, why, dude?
Yep, I hear you. I rushed through everything to do it, and the beginning was like a minute, and then it went right to commercial. It was like, I don't understand where, if they got all of their guns, where did they get more guns from? The saviors.
Yeah. Well, and this is another thing with the fucking Maggie and the Hilltop and Simon. Did you notice that Maggie had double the people that Simon had? why didn't somebody get out of their vehicles and just start shooting them?
I hear you.
I mean, what the fuck? This is the type of riding I'm talking about.
Right, I mean, when people complain about the grass being cut, like, I joke around that Carl's hat still looks new. We're fucking almost into the 9th season, and his fucking hat still looks brand. I mean, stuff like that's ridiculous, but I mean, some of the writing, there's been some talk about the time frame with Judith and the pregnancy of fucking Maggie and all of that shit, and it doesn't... I mean, it is just TV in a way, but... You know, some of that stuff people get it really in depth, so you got to be on your toes with certain shit.
Well, on a positive side, if Carl dies, at least Rick gets his hat back.
Yeah, that's true, and it's still new, so he's got nothing to worry.
Yeah. Maybe he can start wearing his sheriff uniform again.
I'm still waiting for AMC to send me a Daryl fucking vest or something.
I thought you said that they were sending you some shit. You got an email or some shit.
I got an email, and then I never just about the show and shit. But I'd rather be on Ride with Norman Reedus, man. That show is good.
Oh yeah, I watch it. Yeah, man.
He is really. I have I never met him, but I have a lot of respect for a guy that can go out.
He's supposed to be coming in March to a Comic-Con here in Dallas, and it's like $40 to meet and greet with him.
Yeah, shit. I bet you we can get him on the show. The guy from AMC needs to have him come to Florida and stop here, and I'll go on a ride with him. But, dude, he is so down to earth, dude. I mean, really, for a guy of his fame right now and being on The Walking Dead and one of the biggest shows in television, in the history of television, the guy walks down the street and he greets as many fans as he can. I mean, I never seen someone so humble. That should probably be a bitter dick by now. So, and
he's a fucking avid metalhead.
He is. He likes all types of stuff. But yeah, he loves metal music. He's cool as fuck, this guy.
Yeah.
I want him on the show, man. That's where I want to branch out and do stuff like that. But he's a hard one to get. I try.
How would we get, that level of an actor on the show?
It's going through his agent, but I think he's the type of guy that I've tried, but it's hard to get a response. I'm sure they're getting a million requests. It's like even the whole Magic Ninja thing, trying to get their roster on. They know about the show. The PR people don't want to book it. I got to go right to the fucking CEO, I guess, of Magic Ninja. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Well, yeah, I remember you telling me something about trying to get a Twisted interview, but aren't Jamie and Paul CEOs of M&E?
Yeah.
Or do they have somebody else?
Yeah, it's their partner. It's a guy named George. They run it with. You probably seen his name on the back of some of the CDs as the management, but I'm pretty sure he runs the company with those two. Like I think he's under them, but he's running things with them behind the scenes and shit.
I think you should try to get an interview with Corey Taylor. The conversation that you two motherfuckers would have.
I goof on Corky Taylor, but I mean, sometimes I really do dislike the guy. I hate when I see these posts. It's every time you see something from Loudwire or the PRP or
blab around,
right? Oh, what does Corey Taylor think of this? I'm so tired of fucking seeing that, dude. It makes me not like the guy because his fans are such dipshits.
Hey, motherfucker. I'm his fan.
You know what I mean. Yeah. I like Slipknot. I seen them a few times. I seen Stone Sour at a small club in Ybor City in Tampa. Fucking amazing, dude. I was sitting at the bar right next to the fucking Jim Roots.
I've never seen Stone Sour, but I have seen Slipknot twice. Once in '99 at Oddsfest, and 2014 when them and Korn had their co-headlining tour, and 99 was better, and they were on a very, very small stage.
Once I said something about Slipknot as like the Nickelback of metal, and ever since I put that in my head, I can't. I don't know. I like it to a certain degree, but I don't know. His fans make me not like him. I mean, that whole thing just annoys the fuck out of me.
You should really check out Corey's Instagram, man. He's a pretty funny fucking guy, this guy.
I will. I mean, I don't dislike him at all. I mean, I love busting his balls. Right.
Well, because,
that's what I do. I'm a ball fucking buster.
Corey Taylor opinions matter.
It's just funny shit. But,
that's what I open with my my seg tonight.
See, and I don't say anything. You know how I feel about certain bands, like fucking Boulder Flex. I think is a good band, but I think they're fucking dicks. I had a bad experience doing shows with them. Every band that I've ever talked to that's played with them says the same shit. They don't move their shit off stage, and they just piss me off.
What's fucked up is you had a bad experience with them, but when Paleface had, which is another band that I was in, we opened up for them during their shit. I don't remember the name of the album.
Of course you don't. It's Boulder Flex.
Well, yeah, it was their second Apologize for Nothing tour. We gave them our demo, and then they ended up giving it to Lejean from Seven Dust. Seven Dust ended up liking it, gave it to their manager, and then the manager from Seven Dust gave it to the CEO of TVT Records, which Nine Inch Nails was once on.
Right.
Well, the CEO of TVT Records liked it, and then a month and a half later, they contact us to let us know that all meetings and everything has to go on hold, and then a month after that, they go bankrupt. So Boulder Flex is good, because they were like,
they're great musicians. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the guy apologized to me. It was just a dick move. That's all. And not take after you played to our crowd because you didn't sell tickets, and then not to take your shit off stage is a fucking dick move.
Oh yeah. Well, a couple of months ago, and I'm not bagging on Twisted. I would never do anything like that, but there's some video footage of Twisted canceling a show, and I think it was there in Florida.
It was in Jacksonville.
Oh, because of no ticket sales or whichever.
Yeah, I know the video you talk about. That dude who does all those juggalo fucking type videos.
Child play ninja or whatever that fuck.
Yeah, fucking retard.
Anyway.
There was another reason why that show. I don't know why it was canceled. Something with the promoter didn't. I don't think it had to do with actually Twisted. I just think no one honestly knew they were playing there because they were also playing in Jacksonville, North Carolina as well. So I do think I tried to look into that because I didn't believe that, but it is true they did cancel. But I wish I would have knew when I interviewed Andrew Boss, because that would have been a fucking awesome question.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I said no. I agree with you.
But I guess you heard about the fucking. We might as well talk about what the rest of the shit I got to talk about. I did make 2 exceptions this year about being whole albums, and I went by songs because it's not every day you get a brand new 1,000 Pound South song. So I put those guys on the list, And
Cool.